any difference if you have millions of dollars or you have 10 cents, because there's a lot of those people that their last 10 cents is invested in that racehorse. Thoroughbreds have always been my first love. I grew up in Ottawa where the standardbreds were the only game in town, but I always grew up watching Northern Dancer and Dancer's Image and all these old great Kentucky Derby winners, and I wanted to get involved when I could. And when I came back out to Vancouver in the early 90s, I got involved with Dave and Terry Forster in the Forster barn, and they've been really nice to me, and I'm there every day now and just love it. The trainer has pretty well like the coach, and he gets them, he puts it into their mindset of what he wants of them, and horses are usually very smart. They don't have hangovers like a lot of the hockey players do, and they show up for work every day, not like some of these athletes that pick and choose when they're going to show up. And the coach gets it all together, and basically they have the mindset of a professional athlete. They give you everything that they have out there, and they don't ask for much. All they ask for is to get fed twice a day, and they sure are pretty to watch.
Is it safe to say that you're one of racing's biggest fans?
I'd have to think so. I know there's a lot of hockey fans out there and that pay a lot of big money for the tickets, and I figure that basically that's what I'm doing. When you're owning a racehorse, you're just like the hockey fan. You're paying to feed the racehorse, and but it's something I really enjoy doing, and I'll do it as long as I can.
Now I have to ask you, where else can you see footage like you just watched, but only on the Sport of Kings? Now for a follow-up when it comes to Gary Suitcase Smith, a few years back, Gary retired, moved to Southern California, to Del Mar, and wouldn't you know, there's a racetrack right near his house.
Time now for Sport of Kings trivia, and here is today's trivia question. There have been 35 winners of the Kentucky Derby that went wire to wire. Tell me the last horse to do it. We'll have the answer for you in just a moment. Don't go away. The Sport of Kings. We'll be right back. Time now for the answer to today's trivia question. If you guessed Big Brown, you are correct, sir. He did it in the 2008 Kentucky Derby.
Now it's time for our race of the week, and it is the $50,000 George Royal Stakes. It's for the boys. But before we get to it, let's give the girls a chance to be in the spotlight as we show the $50,000 Brighouse Belles.
Opening quarter, 21-4. Midway on the back stretch. Heaven on hold by a half. Little Miss Allison trying to creep a little closer. 3 lengths back is Blue Sky Holiday against the sky. It's 6 to Bear Swan, and still another 5 to Lady Raj. Midway on the final turn, half, 45 and 1, 3/16 to run, and Heaven on Hold has now opened up by 2.5. Blue Sky Holiday takes second, Little Miss Allison third. Down the lane they come. It's Heaven on Hold, Blue Sky Holiday, Little Miss Allison, and against the sky, Heaven on Hold will score in the Brighouse Belles. Blue Sky Holiday second, Little Miss Allison third.
Now that was a pretty impressive race by Heaven on Hold, but now it's time to get to our main race. That would be the $50,000 George Royal Stakes. This is where we bring the boys back into the action. Let's turn that microphone over to Brooke Ward.
The race of the week is brought to you by Swift Thoroughbreds. Swift Thoroughbreds, the home of champions and proud supporter of thoroughbred racing in British Columbia. Rallying Cry is owned by Swift Thoroughbreds. Rallying Cry is new to Hastings by way of the New York racing circuit. He packs the highest speed figure in today's field.
He's been working very well, very smartly in the morning. I mean, it's running Belmont, run second. You know, it's really good race, very solid. So hopefully, for me, I don't have that much speed. I probably can send a medal, and hopefully somebody go and put good fractions, and I think we'll come and move him down. He's training very well.
Tatey is owned by Swift Thoroughbreds. Katie's also new to Hastings from the east and probably would like a longer race today, but his workouts point to a good race.
He's been actually training extremely well. Maybe as good as any horse in my barn right now. On form, he looks like he's more of a distance horse, but the way he's been working in the morning, I really wouldn't be surprised if he ran really well.
True Metropolitan is owned by Bobby Chima. True Metropolitan is the reigning George Royal champion and has won at all distances. He'll be the one to beat today.
Some new ones here, and the 1, 2, and 3 horses, they're all the top horses here from last year, so this is not going to be an easy one this time. He's coming in as good as he can. You know, he's getting on in age, and he's lost a step or two, but I think he should run okay.
Spaghetti Mouse is owned by Nick and Pauline Felicella. Spaghetti Mouse is a fan favorite that has his best results in longer races.
He's training really well. You know, he's ready as he is ever going to be for a sprint race. You know, it's not his forte, but if he has a good run, we'll be pleased.
Crazy Coffee is owned by Butch Gertzen. Crazy Coffee graduates from his 3-year-old campaign with almost every racing honor. He tackles the older group today and has been working great in his prep. B.R. Remark is owned by Brian Giesbrecht, Frank Aichi, M&T White, and the Louis family stables. B.R. Remark is the sprint champion at Hastings for the last 2 years. He'll be firing at the end. Seminole Brave is owned by Frank Snow and GG Stable. Seminole Brave is coming back after a big win on opening day and packs a bullet work. He'll be near the front most of the way.
He's coming into the race excellent. He ran big his first out, and he came off the race in very good shape.
How big a plus was it to get that race underneath his belt?
I think it's an edge. I think anytime you've got horses that have been laid off for 4 or 5 or 6 months and they don't have a race, I think having a race into him helps me.
He has a ton of speed, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be in front either, so he's a very versatile horse, so we'll just see what happens.
Sir Galovic is owned by Glenn Todd and Patrick Kinsella. Sir Galovic makes his Hastings return after a lightly raced 08 season. The former Premier's winner has hooked a strong field for his return. Codio is owned by Stan Ryan. Codio comes to Hastings from Sunland Park, and he would probably like a little more distance to run.
Breezed him a couple times. He's a nice little horse, tactical speed, so there's a lot of speed in the race. Probably going to be one of your best sprints you ever see around here.
And now, let's enjoy this outstanding field of older horses. They're going 6.5 furlongs in the George Royal Stakes.
There they go. Field of 9 older runners sent on the way into George Royal, and Spaghetti Mouse takes the early lead. Seminole Brave dives up on the outside. B.R. Remark. Here's Codio in the center of the track. Sir Galovic, True Metropolitan. Then it's back to Tidy, Rallying Cry. The early trailer is Crazy Coffee. Into the clubhouse turn they go. And one out from the rail. It's Spaghetti Mouse with the lead by 1.5 lengths. Seminole Brave on the outside. In between runners is Codio. At the fence now is B.R. Remark. True Metropolitan races in 5th. Sir Galovic is 6th. Then it's Rallying Cry. Back to Tidy and Crazy Coffee. He's got about 10 to make up. Opening quarter, 22-1. Into the far turn they go, and Seminole Brave from the outside puts ahead in front. Spaghetti Mouse second by 1.5 lengths. Codio now on the move. 2.5 for the back. Here's True Metropolitan. VR Remark. Crazy Coffee is closing ground, and Tidy midway on the turn, the half. 45-1. 1/8 mile to run, and Seminole Brave has the lead. Down the lane they come. Seminole Brave, Codio. True Metropolitan has asked for his best, and Spaghetti Mouse, but it's Seminole Brave with the lead. Seminole Brave to score. True Metropolitan will be second. Photo for third, Codio, and a late closing, Crazy Coffee.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Everybody needs a good horse to get a chance, and this might be your chance.
Yeah, like we were talking last year, right? Just I need like the trainers get a little bit of confidence myself. I know how to ride. Just give me a good chances, and I get the job done.
You had a pretty nice horse here.
Yeah, pretty nice horse, and I just followed the instruction Mel gave it to me, and the paddock and everything worked out good.
Yeah, when you hit the top of the stretch, you had a lot of horse, did you not?
Oh, when I was coming like in the half mile pool, start relax my horse, and then in the trace pool I start asking him, and I saw Pedro like start moving like crazy. So I thought I get him easy, so I just pass him and don't let my horse die. Right, just give him a strong ride, and that's what I did.
Mel, nice win.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. And Ismail's one of the hardest working jocks on the backstretch, and he did a tremendous job today, and I was very happy to have him on the horse.
You know, it's amazing you say that because, as you say, this is a win for the backstretch because of you guys, but also because of Ishmael. What a job you did.
Yeah, he did a great job. I gave him options in the paddock. I said this horse got lots of speed, but you don't have to be in front. If someone else wants it bad, you just make the decision. He did just that and brought the horse home nicely.
Don't go away. The Sport of Kings. We'll be right back.
Today on our Vancouver Province Salute to the Champions, we're taking you back only 1 week. And of course, that means the 2009 Kentucky Derby is the race you'll be watching. This is a race where number 8, Mind That Bird, ridden by Calvin Burrell, skims the rail, that gives us one of the most amazing finishes once again in Kentucky Derby history. The screen is split, so pay attention to the 8 horse and watch how far back this horse comes to get the job done.
The Salute to the Champions is brought to you by the Province Sports, where you can read Tommy Walski's column, Hoss Talk, every Friday. The Province Sports, it all starts here.
And they're off in Derby 135. It was a clean beginning. West Side Bernie towards the inside. Musket Man joining the dance, and Papa Clemmer right up there. Regal Ramson towards the outside. Pioneer of the Nile is next in the field as they come up towards the stands with a circuit to go in the Derby. Towards the outside, Regal Ransom has now just got the lead. On the inside, joining the dance is right there. Join in the dance goes a neck in front. Regal Ransom in second. Pioneer of the Nile is in third. Papa Clem is in fourth. Desert Party has worked well to get towards the inside. He's now racing in fifth. Frisian Fire is in sixth. The Musket Man is in seventh. Flying Private is in eighth. In ninth position is the Grey Dunkirk. 10th towards the inside is Atomic Rain. Racing next and racing quite freely in the early going is General Quarters. Towards the outside is Nowhere to Hide. Followed then by Hold Me Back. Westside Bernie's lost a good early position. Chocolate Candy is next in the field. Followed then by Advice, who has switched off heels. Towards the outside is Summer Bird. Last the main body of the field is Mr. Hot Stuff, and a long last is Mind That Bird as they go towards the halfway point in the Derby, the half mile in 47-1. And as they go now towards the end of the back stretch, it's Join in the Dance and Chris DiCarlo out in front to Regal Ransom, who is now racing in second. Pioneer of the Nile is racing in third. Towards the inside, Hold Me Back has now taken fourth. Desert Party is in fifth. Papa Clem is in sixth. Under a Ride, Musket Man has now taken seventh. Frisian Fire begins to back out of it. Atomic Rain tries to come on. Chocolate Candy is next in the field. Staying on towards the inside is Advice as the Derby field come towards the quarter pole. On the inside, Join in the Dance. To the outside, Pioneer of the Nile. Regal Ransom between rivals. Papa Clem towards the outside. Musket Man is trying to stay on. Towards the inside, picking up now, bursting through. Mind That Bird. Absolute last early. Mind That Bird has skimmed the rail. A brilliant ride by Calvin Burrell. Mind That Bird is going clear in the Derby. Mind That Bird wins the Derby from last to first.
Now, after that race, the connections from Mind That Bird told everyone that what they would be doing is he is going to be running in the Preakness Stakes to be run next weekend. You can watch that race here also at Hastings. That's it for this weekend. Take care, keep them straight, enjoy the weekend.
Hello. No working.
No working.
No working.
Tampoco, no working. Everybody's lazy today.
Oh no, thank you.
Just for fun, just say crazy things.
Hello. Ah, español. Oh, tú hablas español.
Sí, te estamos dando una entrevista aquí porque queremos ver qué tal te parece aquí.
Oh, muy bueno.
Muy bueno. ¿Qué tal para ti?
No, pues sí, me parece muy bien.
¿Te apruebas
Los
en
caballos.
¿Sí?
Okay, quarter war.
They are today.